Hi everyone! Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about small but certain happiness. It's called Shoukakkou in Japanese, and it's made of 3 different Chinese characters. Shou is small, and kaku is certain, and ko is happiness. And yeah, I used to use this word a lot when I first encountered. I don't know when it was, but this word was made by this novelist, Japanese novelist, Harukimurakami. And I read his book for the first time back in 2000 when I was working in China, and I was craving for books, and I read his book Dance, Dance, Dance in Japanese, and I fell in love with Haruki Murakami world. And I kept reading different books. And what I love about him is how in his personal life he's the kind of like really stoic person, and he sticks to routines, and he writes his novels as a kind of like a task in the morning. He wakes up early and he writes his novel, and then in the afternoon he runs for an hour or so and he listens to music. So I liked how he had routines, and it's not something extraordinary or anything, just simple routines, but he's so stoic and very doing everything with care. So I really like it, and I feel that kind of world from the protagonists in his novels. So I like reading his novels, but also I enjoy reading his essays. And this concept, small but certain happiness, Shoukakkou, was introduced in one of his essays. I think Uzumaki Neko no, I forgot the title, but one of the essay books I read, probably all of his essay books. And why I started thinking about Shoukakkou recently is because I checked out this another Murakami Haruki essay book from a neighborhood library, and I was really happy that they have Japanese book, and I usually read English kind of like a self-help or business or success books in English, and nowadays I don't really read Japanese books. So when I went to the library, I was like, why don't I try for a Japanese book? And there's another Haruki Murakami's essay I didn't read, so why don't I give it a try? And I started reading, and I love his world. And yeah, probably I'm gonna talk about this book in a different video, but I was thinking why I like Haruki Murakami, and it all reminded me of all the things that I like about him. And I was into this Shoukakkou before, and when I was blogging long time ago, I remember posting or writing about every little but certain happiness that I was feeling. And I think now, I don't really intentionally, or consciously thinking that it's Shoukakkou, but I think it became my habit already. So every day I am doing something little to make myself happy. So although right now, we have this corona situation, and my husband in the States, and we're living separately and living a single mom life with my son and me, just 2 of us, I don't feel too overwhelmed or unhappy or anything. And I realized because I have this Shoukakkou habit. And for example, this Sunday, what I did was I went for a walk, and I walked 7K, and I didn't even run, just walking, but I just looked at the sky. It was after raining, so it was so blue, And I was like, wow, I'm so happy that, to see this blue sky without a filter or anything, and I felt so happy. And then I was walking between rice fields, and rice fields were so green, and I look at the rice fields and like, wow, this is so beautiful and so calm, and I felt happy. And after that, after the 7K walk, I went to a cafe. I ordered, iced cafelatte and a scone. And I opened my book and I kept reading, and I was happy. And also I wrote my gratitude journal. So I write something that I'm thankful for, and I felt happy. And then I came home. I do meditation for 10 minutes. And that makes me happy. And I made simple dinner, which was soba noodles. And just boil the soba noodle, and then the broth is something store-bought broth. And then just added some ingredients like egg or imitation crab or seaweed or green onion. And then I was really happy that I made simple dinner but prepared it with care. So Sunday felt so good. And even today is Wednesday. I woke up and I made breakfast. That made me happy. And dropped my son off at school. He said, 사랑해, I love you. And I said, I love you. And that made me happy. And texting with my husband who's in the States, talking, texting, that made me happy. And I went for 4K run and 1K walk this morning between rains, because it rained before I ran and after I ran, and I felt like, wow, I was lucky. I was able to run and walk for 5K, and I was happy. And then I do aroma. I have an aroma diffuser. I put a little bit of essential oil, and I'm happy. So there are so many things, that I can be happy about. Small but certain happiness. So I really enjoy this kind of happiness. It's not a really big thing, but just something that make you calmly excited. I really like that state of mind. So yeah, these were the small examples that I can share with you. And I don't know, your small but certain happiness can be something different, but I'm sure that everyone has that, and it doesn't have to be big. So that, just paying attention to these little things and just enjoying being present with, being conscious about that can bring you, I think, a lot of happiness every day. So I wanted to talk about this today. So my question to you is, what are small but certain happiness to you? And what did you do today? And how often do you do that? So thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, and see you tomorrow. Bye.